What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your stop, so don't stop. It's a long season, they planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Dad, big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, see that. On my head is real good.
Give me a charger, Carter.
With my crew coming through, what I do?
I need it for a second.
What I do?
Use this black one.
Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's,
Use this black one. I need the charger for a second. Come on.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Keep you little crybaby. You step again, I'm gonna beat your little ass.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season.
No, he just used it.
Off in week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Just use it. I said just use it, you little smart ass. You stump again, I'm gonna hurt your ass. Get that shit up under that bed. Use it.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Freeman again, a first down carry. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
People right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
30 base. Line 54. Here we go.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Down. 70, Indy.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie,
Operating from the gun, Gordon. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Gordon, his throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Gordon. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Gordon. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown.
All right.
Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
What?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I'll put it up, Katie.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
10-2 stop. 51 to Mike. I hope he's got your 61. Max did it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Why are you not over there, bro? It's
and this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Gordon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gordon. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Caught by Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Back to throw. Gordon. This is caught.
He'll
take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dylan Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready. Blue ready. 56 at the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Rock it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Watch the shift.
You go tight. Leo. Fight.
Running right, this is Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On the draw, this will be Freeman. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Look, squeeze. Now.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Greystone, travel.
2nd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Black 25. Wait. Double dog. That's the way. 45 is the mark. I'm coming out for you.
Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, Gordon. It's caught. Mitchell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
And got his man complete. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70, Indy.
Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, get it.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
Let's go. It's time to play. Let's get it together, defense. Easy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
From the gun, Gordon. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's got room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This is Jones. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Falcons' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's our time.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Freeman again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Got it. Set. 50. Plant.
Here we go. 36, 36.
You draw Corker. Ready.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And finding the tight end Hooper. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Fair. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
This is Freeman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill. Ready, go. Get it.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Go. Jim.
Hey, rock it.
Off the play fake. Gordon. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54.
Deep river.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Gordon to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Looking to throw. Gordon escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Golston drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ready? Flag!
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And an alley to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Here we go. General West.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Turn.
Fire.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. It's complete to Mitchell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On fourth down, Gordon. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
50, plant. Check tight. Tighten up. Deep dribble.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided.
And that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move.